Dave is back at it here to give everyone another Breaking Bad Season 4 episode reaction video. But before I continue with that, it's pretty important if you're not caught up to the point where I am and rewatching or watching Breaking Bad, or you're just not sure, then you should probably take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll say and put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further just to avoid spoilers. This is going to be Breaking Bad Season 4, Episode number 3. Title of this episode is called Open House. This will be my reaction review recap after just finishing watching the episode. We begin with Walt furious as he notices a motion detecting surveillance camera that is now installed in the lab. And then we find out on the other end of that camera, it's Gus watching the footage from a real camera. Now, later that day, Skyler convinces Walt in a meeting with Saul to buy the car wash, finally, by mentioning how Bogdan insulted Walt's manhood. And what she does is she devises a plan to trick Bogdan into selling by having a con artist, Patrick Kuby, pretend to be a water tester who is shutting down the business because of concerns over contaminants. Now, Jesse is still feeling numb from the murder of Gail Bedecker and just random other stuff. He's probably still not over Jane's death, and he attempts to clear his head by a nostalgic go-kart trip where he races around in go-karts, but he continues to open his house up for all-night drug-fueled orgies, deliberately throwing piles of money in midst of all the chaos. He's got a bunch of bums and hobos staying in his house as well. And then, angry and frustrated by Hank's continuous cold shoulder, Marie resumes her career as a kleptomania. She starts stealing objects from real estate open houses where she also makes up elaborate stories about who she is, but eventually is caught by a real estate agent. Now, a livid Hank pulls strings with Gibbs to get her out of being charged. The same officer drops by Hank's residence to seek Hank's help by giving him the lab notes that was found at Gail Bedecker's house. And then later on in the episode, Bogdan agrees to sell the car wash to Skyler at even a lower price than her original offer. And then Skyler and Walt celebrate by drinking champagne. And then Skyler finds out how much the champagne was and asks Walt how he paid for it. And then he says cash. And she's like, but we don't have any money. I wait till the last minute to pay the bills. I call the place up and ask for extensions. We have to live this life. We have to show people that we don't have anything. Otherwise, it's not going to work. But in the end, or they need to think they're broke, essentially. But they just bought a car wash, so I don't know about that. But in the end, they still drink the champagne. It seems like they're getting along. And then the end of the episode has Hank laying in bed, looking pissed off, and then he grabs the lab notebook and starts to read it that night. So that's the end of the episode. Kind of a slower episode, but there were some good moments in it. The stuff with Marie is just annoying. Hank is kind of an asshole too, so I guess I understand Marie, doing what she does. Skyler was awesome. Bill Burr is great as Kuby in this episode as well. He's not in a lot of Breaking Bad episodes, but the ones that he's in are pretty memorable. So as far as the score of this episode, it's kind of slow, so I'm going to give it an 8.1 out of 10. And because of her elaborate plan, I'm going to give the character of the episode to Skyler. So you've heard what I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of Breaking Bad, and I know you are, everybody likes Breaking Bad that's watched at least one season, go ahead and smash that like button. If you know anybody that would be interested in this, go ahead and share it with them. Don't forget to leave me lots of comments about this episode, your score, your character of the episode, any Breaking Bad episodes that you like, any Breaking Bad characters that you really like. We can talk all about it. Just put it in the comment section, of course. Last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special, and JDev will return.